Art is a vehicle for understanding history, and as an Indigenous person, understanding my place in the world. I work to set up scenarios in which stories might be exchanged and shared. In some ways, my studio practice is dedicated to being a custodian of those stories and then amplifying them and sharing them and archiving them. Early on in my practice, I started hosting open to the community sewing circles. And one of the things I realized is that when people's eyes are diverted and you're working with something as intimate as cloth, stories just tend to flow. For me, collaborating isn't a means to an end. It's not a means to an object, but it's carrying the stories and relationships that were made in that moment with me. Some stories that I want to tell beg to be told with certain materials. Land Stitches Water Sky was an opportunity to explore the impact of the steel industry, especially as it relates to Pittsburgh, but also as it relates to Haudenosaunee ironworkers. For me, it was incredible to work with community members who all have intimate ties to that story. The jingle dress is a healing dance. I realized that I wanted to make sculptures that actually allowed people to really interact with them and really inhabit them. I feel like art in my tribe, but also in other Indigenous communities, it activates all of your senses. My mom likes to say that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as hard. So that's called companion species listening. What would the world look like if we considered ourselves companion species, not just to animals, but to plants and water and the air we breathe? And that really comes from the Seneca and Haudenosaunee creation story. We consider animals our first teachers, and our clans are also animals. So I come from the Turtle clan. How can we care for the environment and steer the environment differently if we understand that we're related to the environment? I've been able to experience firsthand how people have an openness to share their stories and then have those stories become part of a larger story. I knew that I wanted to create a sculpture that was sort of collaboratively built using blankets that came from the different communities where this project would travel. The blanket is this material that allows us to kind of exchange stories. It's the stories that connect us across cultures, across age, across disciplines and interests. Gordon Bettles, he liked to say that my story changes when I know your story, and I think it's really one of the reasons why I make the work that I make. I think pieces are never really finished, in a sense. It's an opening to the next exchange.